Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine now. Russia, just go home.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Heaven, Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
I promise you, even 10 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, you will feel different. You will feel elated. You can prove it to yourself that blessing really exists. And if
The Greenest Heroes Gala, Part 13 of a multi-part series. Please continue watching to find out more.
Be fit, go green to save the planet.
you are my heroes.
Vegan, tested positive for spiritual knowledge.
If you ever visit Dominica, you will be greeted with Bienveni, which means welcome in Creole. Esteemed viewers, I'm Lucian. The beautiful people of Dominica understand life's hardships and trust that the Almighty will help guide us in our journey. May you always put God first and take time to give thanks for the miracle of your existence. For over a decade, our Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association has played an active role at the annual United Nations Climate Change Conference to bring about wider awareness of the compassionate vegan diet as the most effective solution to the global warming crisis. In December 2010, delegates from over 190 nations and representatives of different government bodies and non-governmental organizations gathered in Cancun, Mexico to attend COP16. Coinciding with the summit, our association members organized the Greenest Heroes Gala at the eco-friendly Fairmont Mayakoba Resort Hotel on December 5th to honor several vegan elites for their promotion of vegan living and animal people protection. Co-hosted by the then mayor of Cancun, the Honorable Jaime Hernandez Zaragoza, the event was opened by the 42nd President of Costa Rica, His Excellency Jose Maria Figueres Olsen, and the 7th President of Ireland, Her Excellency Mary Robinson. While enjoying a sumptuous vegan banquet, guests were treated with star-studded performances. Some of the wonderful artists included soprano Lynn Winter-Stellar, accompanied by two-time Grammy and Oscar-winning composer David Shire on the piano, legendary Beach Boys, Al Jardine, Tony Award-winning vocalist Melba Moore, and many more. The special guest of honor, Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, delivered an elevating speech, urging all leaders to adopt life-saving vegan policies. She also revealed certain spiritual information for the first time as part of a vital message for all to make wise decisions to help determine the future of our precious planet. In addition, the evening saw the premiere of Supreme Master Ching Hai's book, From Crisis to Peace, The Organic Vegan Way is the Answer, and debut of the animation Birds of Paradise, based on her book, The Birds in My Life. We now invite you to watch Part 13 of the multi-part series on this grand event, the Greenest Heroes Gala.
Okay, now everyone is supposed to come up when I announce your name. Soprano, composer, and flutist, and vegetarian, Ms. Carrie Walsh. Award-winning writer, director, producer, and vegan, Mr. Lionel Friedberg. Attorney, athlete, author, and of course a vegan, Rich Roll. Educator, composer, best-selling author, and a vegan, Dr. Will Tuttle.
Best-selling author.
Award-winning actress and longtime vegan, Ms. Mariana Tosca. International communication coach, Mr. Richard Green.
Julie, writer, producer, director, wonderfully talented individual, and a vegetarian.
To present these noble and compassionate recipients with their awards, please welcome back to the stage Supreme Master Ching Hai and the Honorable Mayor of Cancun, Mayor Zaragoza.
Such an example. Oh my God. I'm very humble. Thank you, thank you. And how many vegan or vegetarians here? Can you please raise hand if we wow, gracias, muchas gracias, muchas gracias. And all our association members are vegan. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much for being a shining example. Not only you are stars in the art field, you also are stars in the universe.
Thank you. With all of the need for leaders around the world to come to Cancun, I want to acknowledge your leadership on this incredibly important issue, because this is the single most important and easiest thing that we, 6.5 billion people across the planet, can do to stop climate change from destroying our planet. And I want to thank you for your leadership.
We all do what we can, huh? Don't single me out and embarrass me.
Can I add a number to your numbers? Because I've just written a book based on Albert Einstein on exactly how powerful human beings are. And you talk about that. And we actually, because of E = mc squared, I became fascinated by that, and I did some research. So when Supreme Master says that you are powerful, you want to know how powerful you are scientifically? E = mc squared, and I wrote a book, E = mc squared and the New Definition of God, and I think you would love it. Not quite as good as your book, I'm sure, but Albert Einstein's formula defines exactly how powerful every gram of matter is. And the truth is, it only took 1 gram of matter to detonate the atomic bomb that was detonated in Hiroshima or Nagasaki. What that means is that if you weigh 100 pounds, since we're talking about numbers here, if you weigh 100 pounds, you have within your physical body over 45,000 atomic bombs worth of God force energy inside of you. Scientifically, I'm not making this up. This is Albert Einstein. And if you're lucky enough...
I'm blown away.
And if you're lucky enough to be a little heavier and be 200 pounds, that's 90,000 times the power of the atomic bomb that you carry around inside your body. So, Supreme Master, you're absolutely right.
Oh, I did not know this. Thank you for the information. Oh, my God. Where did you get this Einstein stuff?
Well, I wrote a book called Words That Shook the World, featuring the most inspiring speakers in the past 100 years. And Albert Einstein was one of them. And when I saw the formula E equals MC squared, I had a vision that it was code for how powerful we are and a whole new definition of God. And if you added up all of the matter in the universe, all of the sands on all of the beaches, all of the 6.5 billion people, all of the 100 billion suns in 100 billion galaxies, that is the God force that we're talking about, that we are directly connected with. And thank you again so much for what you do.
We are so proud. Thank you for this precious information. Did anybody else, apart from me, know anything about this? Yes? No? No. See, thank you very much. First time I've heard about it. It's really precious. Must read his book.
It's called E equals MC squared and the New Definition of God. And it's a children's book. And it's available on the internet. And I hope that people read this to their children so they understand how powerful we are. And that's what Supreme Master says is, according to Albert Einstein, more true than you could ever imagine. Thank you. And I really appreciate that. And I just want to say one more thing. I've been very moved to support the work of Sir Paul McCartney and others who talk about having a meat-free or a meatless Monday, because the vast majority of people in the world, sadly, still eat meat, and sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. And if we could all just ask our non-vegetarian, non-vegan friends to do something for the planet as a result of us all coming together in Cancun, and just even take one day, just one day to begin. No, she's saying no. All 7 days. Thank you.
Honey, we don't have time now. In the beginning, some people who like to practice with me, but they don't want to be complete vegans. They cannot commit because of, excuses and lifestyle, whatever, or habit, are not aware the consequences. So I say, okay, please be vegan as many days as you can, at least 10 days a month. Then I also can give you a method, a different meditation technique. Not the full, complete technique, but a little less. But now I don't even do that anymore. If you are not vegan, you're not. It's an urgent situation. We all have to rescue our home. If it's not for you, because some of us maybe don't care about life and death anyway, but for the future generations. Imagine how many billions you rescue if the planet is still alive. Can you imagine how much merit you earn? If you save a life of a chicken person, you earn a lot of merit. If you save a life of humans, even more so. I talk about that already, so I'm not going on and on here.
I'd like to put in a little plug for something that can help. I think many of us feel very frustrated because we feel powerless. We can't do enough. Where do you begin? You see all of these things happening around you, but we can all do our little bit. And I always think of it as a pebble in a lake, and it starts a tiny ripple, and then there's bigger ripples, and they go further and further and further. So anybody who gets frustrated and feels disillusioned or discouraged, this is the blessing that I went through last year. I was in an accident, and I had to be home a lot and recover. So I rediscovered my garden. And when I was young, I grew my own vegetables, and this became my obsession last year. I had pots and little peat things all over the place. And growing your own food is amazing. First of all, it tastes much better than anything else. And not only that, but I had vertigo, so I was always dizzy, and it was sort of my physical therapy to be encountering the smells and the sights and the feel of the earth. And sometimes I would just put my hands in the earth and just be there. And then I really felt the blessing of the earth so powerfully. And also when you eat even vegetables, they have souls too. So Thank them for giving you the honor of providing you nourishment. And when you've grown your own food, you feel even more humble. Not only that, you protect the environment by saving costs on transportation and packaging. So my neighbors started gardening too, and we would share garden tools and seedlings and talk about what now we have a whole gardening block. And it's a beautiful thing, and I encourage everybody, and even if you don't know how, even if you're in an apartment and you just have to do it in boxes, grow your own food. It really, really helps, and it's beautiful and it's magical, and you'll feel the blessings of your planet and your environment. Thank you.
I just told you about the blessings. You can even prove it to yourself. Please prove it. Okay, from today, if you're home or in the office, anytime you can, try to be conscious of the blessings. Try to quiet down so that you can receive more. Because if we're running around, for example, if you're bathing, you're showering your child, and he's running around all over, it's difficult. But if he stays in one place, you can shower him quickly and more abundant water. Similarly, we have to find time. I know you're very busy, but please remember, you are the number one person. You have to first take care of yourself. So you have to save time, 20, 30 minutes a day, to quiet down, to try to assimilate all the blessing that I have told you about. And if you do that, and try to eat less meat, as less as you can, I don't know how to demand from you, but please love yourself. Because the less animal people meet, the less disease, the more blessing, more happiness. You try it for a while, maybe 10 days, 15 days, with this conscious feeling of blessing and breathing in whenever you feel too stressed and anytime you just breathe, okay? And feel conscious of all the blessing in you that come into you. I promise you, even 10 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, you will feel different. You will feel elated. You can prove it to yourself that blessing really exists. And if you go on with it, and sincerely, you will see visions of Jesus, Buddha, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Whoever the master, or even the present master somewhere in this planet, will come and teach you more than my words can tell. Please try, prove it. We let our chief say something for these awarded people.
Pues las palabras a veces no alcanzan para decir lo que quisiera decir, pero quiero felicitarles con todo mi corazón, no solo por esa transformación que han hecho en su vida, sino por lo que están haciendo en la vida de los demás. Por el rescate de nuestro planeta, por la paz, por la alegría y por la felicidad de todos los seres humanos. Felicidades y que sigan siendo ejemplo para muchas más personas que podamos seguirlos.
¡Felicidades!
Gracias.
One by one for His Excellency to give. You go to that beautiful baby. I go to handsome guy. Hero. I also want to try. I did not give you this. Oh, pardon. I could have forever, you know, it's just that we have to go on with the program.
Clearly, it is no longer just an animal rights issue. It is a social justice issue. Make no mistake about it. Every morsel of meat we eat is slapping the tear-stained face of a hungry child. Philip Wollen, vegan.
Virtuous viewers, we appreciate your company today for the Greenest Heroes Gala, Part 13 of a multi-part series. Please join us again on Friday, April 14th for Part 14. Up next is The Powerful Vegan Social Movement with Robert Grillo, Vegan, Part 1 of 2, right after Noteworthy News. May you keep smiling because there are so many beautiful things in life to be grateful for.
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine.
Non-vegan? War? Oh, no sweat. They only just make our world more and more dangerous to live in. So even the moon runs away, the earth stops spinning, the sun is broken almost into pieces, with some giant holes, one ripped in its middle, 20 times bigger than our planet. What's the problem? Oh, it just might fall to Earth. Why? The answer might come too late for you. Hey, and/or for all of us.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AJAR.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/AJAR.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule и suprememastertv.com/AJAR.
Нашите предавания предлагат много езици. Моля вижте suprememastertv.com/schedule и suprememastertv.com/AJAR.